What's up guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to my second model kit highlight and restoration. And this is another kit that I acquired as well just recently. Actually, I acquired this one whenever I acquired the other LAPD Monaco, and it's TJ Hooker 1978 Dodge Monaco, and this kit was released in 1982, and if you're not familiar with the TV series with William Shatner, please, I urge you, check out the series. This series here, TJ Hooker, is a wonderful cop drama. But this is the kit itself. And again, just like the other LAPD Monaco, the guy that built this before, this was a built-up kit, built as is. And I still got some of the other parts here that has to be put on it. But this was built as is, and it requires a little TLC to actually see it through to completion. But this kit is pretty much an LAPD unit, but it's not exactly in that sense. It's the TJ Hooker car, and it requires a little bit of restoration to fully see the car through. And right now I've got the tire gluing on, and I've got to glue the I've got to glue the chassis on. I've got to glue the chassis and the tires and everything on, and then the hood. And hopefully I'll be able to get this kit finished soon. But this is hopefully this will be a really beautiful looking kit whenever it's done. I hope so. I'm really looking forward, especially to getting this one right here done. So I'll give you guys an update on this one right here as well whenever I can get it finished. Well, as mentioned, this was a built-up kit, built as is, and I didn't build it to this point. The other guy that had the kit did. What I'm doing is basically the same, the exact same restoration that I'm doing on the other LAPD Monaco. And as you can see here from the kit, on the actual kit, let me rotate it, on the actual car itself, this is some really good pictures of the Monaco. You can see the car has silver trim going all through the body and along the wheel wells. The Federal Aerodynamic bar has amber lenses on the rear facing section of the red lights, and sometimes over the blue. And the silver trim is more prominent. I'll take this around. The silver trim is more prominent through the, like I said, it's got silver trim along the body, along the bottom of the car, through the body, along the wheel wells, and like I said, you can see it does have the silver trim. This kit does not have the silver trim. It's missing the silver trim through here, through the body, and it's also the door handles are painted, but the keyhole is not, nor is it painted on the trunk. The park lights are also not painted on the front bumpers, the sides, nor are the tail lights and reverse lights and park lights painted. So I'm going to have to trim that, paint the silver trim along the windows, the door trim, and along the bottom of the C-pillar. And I also have to glue the spotlight back on here. The light bar, of course, is the Federal Aerodynamic bar, and the kit, it was actually positioned on the front of the car, and if you watch TJ Hooker, you know it goes in the center of the roof. It pretty much goes in the center of the roof, and that's where the light bar is positioned, is not closer to the front. So it was easy to remove. Actually, it came detached in shipping, so all I had to do was just, what I'm going to do is re-glue it in the center of the roof. And then I'm also going to glue the hood on, and then the rear bumper has to have the lights reattached as well. But the guy that built this car, this is interesting. I've never seen this done before myself in kit restorations that I've done, and I've never had to do this. The guy that built the car, the peg these aren't stock tires, I can say this much. The tires that's on this kit here and the tires that are on the other LAPD Monaco are not stock tires. The stock tires that came with these kits, with all of these Monaco kits, are a bit wider tires. That's how these are. And one kit here, this is a kit that I bought as is as well. I didn't touch this kit, it's built as is. And this is how wide the tires are on these Monacos, right here. You can see how wide these tires are. These are the common tires that came with these cars. And so these are different tires. And the pegs that the guy used, he drilled or put a hole through the engine block. He put a hole through the engine block and through the oil pan on this kit to run the metal peg through all the way the other side. I've never seen that done before. I've never had a kit where I had to do that myself, and I've never had a restoration kit where I had to adjust that. And the metal peg, I had to use a pair of pliers to break in half because the tire on the front was positioned too far back. It did not look accurate. So now I'm going to have to re-glue this other peg and this other tire and repeat the process, gluing the tires on, which is going to be fun. I tried to re-glue in the engine block. But yeah, that's an interesting concept. Again, never had to do that before, and I'm also going to have to glue on the chassis as well. Again, I'm going to fix this kit so that the rear end sets up a little bit higher than the front, giving the impression of it having the big block 440 Magnum under the hood. But hopefully, I'll give you guys an update whenever I get this kit complete, or at least get more done to it.